연출이나 이런 것들을 고민들을 해서
BTS News Today. Seoul, South Korea. That night, the atmosphere across the online world felt different. Thousands of ARMY hearts from various countries pounded in unison when a long-awaited notification popped up on their phones. Jimin is live on Weverse. In an instant, hundreds of thousands of fans from around the globe rushed to open the Weverse app, where BTS's Jimin appeared live with his signature warm smile, dressed in a simple white t-shirt and a black cap that covered part of his soft blonde hair. "Annyeong," he greeted softly, waving his hand toward the camera. His voice was a little hoarse, but there was a calmness and warmth that words could hardly describe. Jimin sat leaning against a chair in a small studio room dimly lit with a soft yellow hanging light behind him, creating an intimate atmosphere that made it feel as though he was speaking to just one person, not hundreds of thousands watching. "It's been a while. I know you've been waiting," he said with a small, familiar laugh. Comments from ARMY flooded the screen at lightning speed. "We miss you, Jimin Sarangi. Please take care of your health." And hundreds of thousands of other messages poured in every second. Yet Jimin kept reading slowly, looking into the camera as if he was gazing into the eyes of each fan one by one. For the first few minutes, he shared light-hearted stories about his day, about how he had spent time practicing in the studio, preparing something he couldn't fully reveal yet, and about the weather in Seoul that was starting to cool down. "The night wind is getting colder. I hope you're wearing warm clothes too," he said softly. That simple sentence made many fans flood the chat with crying and heart emojis. Then, suddenly, Jimin's expression grew slightly more serious. He took a deep breath, lowered his gaze for a moment, then lifted his head again. "Actually, I've wanted to say this for a long time," he said slowly. "Thank you so much. I'm really grateful." The words were simple, but they carried weight. His eyes shimmered slightly, his voice trembling as if he was holding something deep inside. "A lot has happened lately," he continued. "And through it all, I feel so lucky to have you. Every time I feel tired, somehow, just reading your messages or seeing your support gives me strength again. I don't know how to say it perfectly, but I'm truly grateful." The camera shook slightly as he gently rubbed his nose, a small habit that always appeared when Jimin tried to hold back tears. That moment made ARMY around the world fall into shared emotion. On Twitter and Weverse, the hashtags #ThankYouJimin and #JiminWeverseLive immediately shot to the top of worldwide trends in minutes. "Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, or I wonder if I really deserve all this love," he said again, his tone more honest. "But you're always there, all the time. Even when I do nothing, you still love me. That's something I never take for granted." Many ARMYs quoted the moment and shared it across platforms. One fan wrote, "Jimin, you don't know how much you've saved us too. Thank you for always being here." Another said, "He says thank you, but we're the ones who should be thanking him." That night, Weverse wasn't just a live broadcast platform. It became a space where the love between Jimin and his fans felt real and mutual. Jimin wasn't just appearing as a global idol adored by millions, but as a human being, someone who feels deeply, gives thanks, and loves in return. Not long after, he smiled again. "I know some of you might be going through tough times too. I want you to know, I also feel sad sometimes. But I've learned that it's okay to feel that way. What's important is, don't give up, okay?" he said, looking into the camera with an intense gaze. "I will never leave you. As long as you're there, I'll be here too." This moment reminded many fans of BTS's early days, how Jimin has always been open and empathetic toward ARMY. He often cried himself during concerts or live streams, moved by the fans' support. That sincerity has never faded, even after years of a grueling global career. The live also included small moments that were very Jimin. He joked around, mimicking the sound of a small puppy, then laughed at himself so hard that his shoulders bounced. He even sang a short snippet of a song he said was still in progress, sparking fan speculation that Jimin was working on a new project. "I can't tell you too much," he said with a playful grin, "but I promise you'll love it. I've been working really hard lately. I even slept at the studio for a few nights." When fans wrote, "Don't overwork yourself," in the comments, Jimin replied softly, "I know. I promise I'll take care of my health. But I also want to give you my best." Jimin also took time to greet some international comments. "Oh, someone from Indonesia," he said with a wide smile. "Thank you for watching. I love you." Those words made the comment section explode in all caps. He also greeted viewers from Japan, Brazil, and the US, making the live stream feel global yet still deeply personal. As the broadcast neared its end, Jimin lowered his head a little longer. When he lifted it again, his eyes were truly glistening. "I don't know what the future holds," he said softly. "But one thing I do know is that as long as I live, I want to keep singing for you. I want you to be proud of me. I want to keep being someone who can make you happy." Then he added in a quiet, heartfelt voice, "Thank you so much. I'm really grateful." Those words echoed in the minds of many. There were no sound effects, no big stage, just Jimin and his honesty. And that was what made the moment so powerful. The Weverse Live lasted for more than an hour, but every minute felt precious for those who watched. Many armies admitted they cried while Jimin spoke, and some wrote long posts on Weverse about how his words gave them strength to keep going. After blowing a small kiss to the camera and waving goodbye, army around the world carried something greater than just content with them. They carried warmth, hope, and the belief that their bond with Jimin wasn't just idol and fan. It was an emotional connection, deep and sincere. Shortly after the broadcast ended, Weverse confirmed that Jimin's livestream had broken remarkable records. Thousands of comments per minute, millions of likes, and global trending topics in multiple countries proved one thing. Jimin's presence remains a powerful magnet for the world. HYB released a brief statement. "We are grateful for the immense love ARMY has for Jimin. We will continue to support all his activities and projects." But for ARMY, Jimin's heartfelt words meant more than any official statement that a fan from Japan wrote on the global community. "I watched the live alone in my room, but it felt like Jimin was sitting right in front of me. His words made me feel less alone." Fans from Indonesia also trended the hashtag #Terima which climbed to the top of national trends. Many posted screenshots of the moment Jimin said, "Thank you so much. I'm really grateful." Those simple words became a reminder that love and gratitude can touch millions of hearts around the world. Throughout the night, the replay of the broadcast was watched over and over, clipped into short videos, and shared on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and other platforms. Even several major Korean entertainment media outlets published articles about the moment, calling it Jimin's most heartfelt Weverse Live in recent months. That night, the Seoul sky may have looked ordinary, but for millions of ARMY worldwide, it was one of the warmest nights, a night when BTS's Jimin didn't just speak, but truly touched hearts. His final words before ending the live echoed on and on, "Thank you so much. I'm really grateful." And amid all the busy schedules, pressure, and overwhelming fame, those words were a reminder that Jimin is not just a superstar, but someone who has always known how to love and be loved sincerely.